Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish.
You have to challenge yourself.
County government is run a lot differently than people think it's run. People think that, oh, the commissioners are the ones who are in charge. The commissioners are the ones that do all the day-to-day operations. That is not true. The commissioners are the elected body, but the day-to-day operations of the county are run by one person, and that is the county administrator. Does anybody know who the county administrator is? No, you don't. That person wasn't elected by you. That person doesn't have town halls. That person doesn't live in our community. That person actually lives outside of the county. The person before that person lived outside of the county. So we have people that live outside of the county, that don't live here, that don't vote here, running the day-to-day operations. And so when there's a problem inside the county, we have to rely on someone that has zero skin in the game to actually address these problems with no accountability. The highest paid employees in the county are two people doing the same job. One hasn't reported to work for 15 months and the other person is, yes ma'am, hasn't reported to work for 15 months. And the other person is acting in that person's stead.
You're competing with neighboring charter counties. So again, who's representing Charles County? Who's that voice that goes out to try to bring jobs to Charles County, that tries to bring industry to Charles County, that tries to bring opportunity to Charles County? You can't say who that person is because you need 5 people right now, again, who work part-time to agree on what the ask is. Whether it's going to Annapolis to ask for your tax dollars to come back, or if it's to go out and to recruit a firm to come relocate here. We need a point person. If you're going to stand at that level, if we're going to rise up as a county, you need to vote for someone to manage, right? Our equivalent of Also Brooks. We don't have that person right now. So this is important. And you all pay property taxes here. Your assessments went up. You got that tax bill in January. Charles County's budget continues to grow automatically because of what you're paying, but what are you getting for it? And we need someone that can actually bring some commerce here, help businesses open faster when they apply for their permit, and that's going to take pressure off of homeowners. So the stakes are high. This region is way too competitive, and it's time for Charles County to grow up.
I'm so proud of this county, but I know just like that, it could be taken away. If we don't have people that live in our county, who care about our county, running the county. We made it to this point in spite of the government that we have now. Imagine what would happen if we actually took the brakes off and we actually elected people who actually care about our county to these positions. We'll be the wealthiest Black county in America for the next 2-3 decades, easy. But we're not going to get there with the form of government we have. We got to this point in spite of the government that we have. And so that's why it's important to me that we make sure that we take this opportunity. And we've had opportunities in the past. 2014 was our first attempt at charter. It barely failed because it had some, I'll be honest, it had some poison pills in it. It was put out in the middle of the summer when no one was around, and it had a lot of pieces in that charter that were very distasteful to the amount of people that it was put forward. We don't have that problem this time. This charter was put together by citizens. They took so much time and effort to listen, to make sure that it's on the presidential ballot this time. So we're going to have a high voter turnout. And it's also going to be made that we can have say in what our government's going to look like, rather than just told, oh, this is what it's going to be.